And welcome back. Today we see the result of creating a game in 1 week using only free assets. First of all, as usual, I say thank you very much to everyone that supports me on Patreon because thanks to you, I'm going to receive always a nice idea to create a new videos that is with the content is useful for everyone. And now let's go back to the topic of today. So I participated on those jam at the jam as I said last week. The jam theme was evolution, so it was not so easy for what I was thinking, but it was still okay. The problem with the jam is that I started on work on Monday. Now I just refresh the game here so you can see something. The game has music, and I've done this with Construct 2 as usual. So the jam start on Monday. I have the time to do the jam start on Friday, but I start to work on the game on Monday, where I was using my time to try to find assets that match well together, and at the same time I brainstorm something with those assets. So it was not always so easy. And in the end, the jam finished on Thursday, so I didn't have time to deliver anything complete because it was for me midnight 30 or actually Friday morning. Still 1 hour and a half left. I was so sleepy, and there was one bug couldn't make the game work properly, so I just didn't submit. So I did my personal challenge from Monday to Sunday to see what I could do in 1 week. So the game I created, this one you can see, it's an exploration game with fighting with turn-based fighting. So there's quite a similar game I've been done in the past. It's nothing new, but for sure for me something new because I never worked on this kind of game. So the start of game is that the game is not completed yet, but the basic structure is finished. It's missing only one mechanic. For the rest, I need to draw the maps. Also because the tile you see, not just to show a little bit the game, is a combat state. The tile map you will see, it's not easy to create a map with that one, so these are you can see the stats and the special ability for the fighting. So all these things here are assets I got for free. So there are the background image and then everything as sprites of the monsters from one creator, and then this on the side, the information box and buttons are from another different creator, the icons on top, even third creator, music for another creator, and sound effect even another creator. So I couldn't include the sound effects because the one I found for free that was quite good. It's a very huge package. I didn't have time to go through all of them, and therefore the sound effects are not present. You can hear only music here. And also importing new enemies is something I had to do before completing the game, but for the rest it's quite completed. So as a result of experiment, I failed to deliver the game within 1 week. Also I failed of course for the jam, but overall, considering the complexity of the project, it's quite a successful film for me because I was thinking to do something much more simple, but I couldn't find the right asset for those ideas. So this is what I found that was most suitable for my situation. And anyway, this game can be completed in very short time, so I need just to create manually the maps of the game. And this is because, as I said before, it's quite complex time map, so I can just make a very automatic thing easily. I could do probably, but will spend much more time than the level I'm going to create the code. And as you can see, there are some mechanics where the enemies try to follow you and attack you, so you can still try to escape a little bit. You can see now because there is only one enemy here, but different kind of speeds, depends on the character and so on. This week I will not be able to work anymore on this game to try to finish it because I will start to do some freelance work. Therefore, I have no idea when I can again put my hands on this game, but once I will complete the game, I will make a special video dedicated for this one, so you can see more in details how the game works. So once again, it was quite a good experience for me. I learned something new. That's why I love to do jams, because when I participate in jams, I always create something new. There is no point for me in participating in a jam and do something that I know just to have a good chance to win the jam. I just really want to push myself beyond my boundaries. Therefore, it's as before, it's very good experience, this one. And also this combat system here, where you have three options to charge, attack, defend, change the skill, change all the stats on the side. It's a very good basic system. For something more complicated, I can create later on if I want to do something more interesting, but it's still quite good to give a good chance to decide. It depends on the situation. As you can see, when we start the new round, from the previous image as well, not always is the player start first, sometimes it may be the enemy, so there is always an initiative roll. So maybe for the first turn is the player acting first and then the enemy, and the second turn then we have again an initiative roll where you can have the enemy attacking again. So at least a little bit of interesting mechanics, a little bit unexpected. Some values are fixed, some values are adding a random die roll, but overall it's good. Now this is your character is a slime. Basically in the story you need to steal the stats of your enemies to evolve. So these are the stats of the enemy, and these don't do stealing these skills that you have here. These are the two ones you have at the beginning, the one on top right are the one with the enemy. And that's it. So once that you attack the enemy, you have to decide, you're forced to pick one of the skills of the enemy, and therefore once you pick one of the skill of the enemy, you need to leave behind one of your current skills. So this makes you evolve the game. So also you have the chance, the situation where you can actually just not kill it. I will show you this. So I'm going to pick up this skill here, for example, the vampire, recover 1 hit point for every time you damage the enemy. This skill is not working yet, as I said before. This is the mechanic I need to implement, but I can still steal the skill and add to mine, replacing one of mine. And then during next combat, I will have this skill. As you can see now, if I accept, I will start again another combat, because if you saw before, I have two bots following each other and following myself, sorry. So I should start a new combat soon. Yeah, the combat started, and as you can see now in top left, I got the same vampire skill from the enemy. So now in theory I should have the ability to recover 1 point every time I make 1 damage to the bot. It's not done yet, this one will be done soon, but as I said before, it's a good experience for me. I'm quite satisfied for what I did. And once again, if you have something to let me know, write in the comments. Bye!